The welcoming procedures, we can see that the motorcade of the President of Montenegro is heading to the Palace of Independence. This year, our countries are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations. Over the past 2 decades, Kazakhstan and Montenegro have built constructive cooperation based on friendship and mutual understanding. This was pointed out by Kazakh Tokayev, who met with his Montenegrin counterpart on the sidelines of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York back in September of 2025. During that meeting, President Tokayev noted that Kazakhstan regards Montenegro as an important partner in the Balkan region. For his part, Jakov Milatović thanked Kazim-Jomart Tokayev for his significant contribution to strengthening bilateral ties. While political contacts have traditionally been warm and constructive, recent years have brought a new momentum to the bilateral cooperation. One of the most visible developments has been the launch of direct flights between Almaty and Podgorica, making Montenegro significantly more accessible for Kazakh travelers and businesses alike. The introduction of a visa-free regime has also contributed to growing people-to-people contacts. Montenegro is increasingly attracting visitors from Kazakhstan, while Astana sees potential for expanding ties with the Balkan region through cooperation with Podgorica. Economic cooperation between our countries remains relatively modest, but both sides see considerable room for growth. Particular attention is being paid to tourism, transport and logistics, agriculture, information technologies, real estate and investment projects. Today's visit of the President of Montenegro is expected to provide additional momentum in many of these areas. Now we can see the official welcoming ceremony being prepared. Everyone is getting ready to welcome the President of Montenegro, Jakov Milatović, whose motorcade is now approaching the Palace of Independence, located in the heart of Astana. As we mentioned earlier, Montenegro and Kazakhstan this year are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations. During that time, Kazakhstan and Montenegro have successfully built constructive cooperation based on friendship and mutual understanding. Again, as a reminder, the last time our presidents met was in New York, United States of America, back in September of 2025, on the sidelines of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. This is the car of the President of Montenegro. And he has arrived to the Palace of Independence. And now the welcoming procedures will begin. Inside the palace, Jakov Milatović is going to be welcomed by Kazim-Jomart Tokayev. He is greeting them now, as we can see him. Jakov Milatović is welcomed by his Kazakh counterpart. And onto the traditional greetings of the delegations. They will now proceed to talking, to greeting one another. It is worth noting that President Milatović is accompanied by a significant business delegation. A significant business delegation has arrived with the President of Montenegro. This underlines the economic dimension of the visit. The entrepreneurs aim to promote Montenegro as a stable, open, and attractive investment destination, ready to expand economic partnerships and develop new forms of cooperation. So right now, Kazakh-Jomart Tokayev is introducing the members of the Cabinet of Ministers of Kazakhstan, as well as the heads of major companies who are all interested in deepening the bilateral cooperation between our countries. Again, key sectors highlighted for cooperation by our guests include tourism and hospitality, real estate, investment, agriculture and food production, as well as information technology, transport and logistics. Now, the President of Montenegro is introducing Kazakh-Jomart Tokayev to the members of his business delegation, which also includes members of the Cabinet of Ministers. The leaders will now proceed to the podium, and the orchestra will perform the national anthems of Montenegro and Kazakhstan. Now, the official welcoming ceremony is coming to an end, which means that Kazakh Tokayev and Jakov Milatović will proceed to having the one-on-one conversation, followed by talks in an expanded format. The focus of the talks, as highlighted by the Acorda, is going to be on strengthening political dialogue and expanding cooperation in trade, investment, culture, and humanitarian affairs. After that, the heads of state are expected to sign a number of memorandums and agreements. More on the outcomes of the official visit of the President of Montenegro this Saturday at 1 a.m. on New Time. Follow us on social media for additional coverage and stay with Silkway TV channel.